Hello, everyone, and welcome into another episode of The Three View. Today, we are joined by Alexandria Blizzard head coach Jeff Crouse. How's it going today?
Hey, it's going well. Just enjoying the lovely weather. Finally, it's finally stopped raining a little bit here up in Minnesota. We've had a pretty wet summer. So I've been doing some golfing. I drive race car in the summer, so that's been keeping me busy. Other
Yeah,
than that, all of a sudden hockey season's creeping up. I got a tryout camp in 2 weeks, and before you know it, the players will be here.
awesome. So we'll kind of jump right on into things. So with your regular season record of 27, 16, 3, and 1, and another trip to the postseason, kind of reflect on last season for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It was obviously coming off losing the Fraser Cup 2 years ago, the championship. Knew we had to come back and have a good year, and we did. I thought we had a very good year, and once you get to that Fraser Cup championship and you lose, and especially the way you did, you kind of got a little bit of a bullseye on your back.
Mhm.
Teams are going to show up every night, and you're going to get their best from everybody. So that was definitely the case, and in January, we were 2 points out of first place. We were 2 points behind Rochester. We had actually just passed Granite City. They were within like 1 or 2 points. And I got hammered by injuries. I don't like making excuses for hockey teams,
Mhm.
but I really got hit hard by the injury, so it was a tough deal. There was one time I had six forwards and my top defenseman out,
Oh,
and
wow.
just really didn't recoup. Getting into the playoffs. And of course, I lose my goalie Nolan Lacoste in game two in warmups to an ankle injury. So that didn't help matters. But overall, I thought coming off that Fraser Cup loss, I really thought the guys came out. We had a great start to the season,
Mhm.
and we were definitely another one of the top teams in the West. I think it could have been a different story if we would have been healthy. Rochester had our number during the year. Granite City had Rochester's number, and I thought we beat, I think Granite City 3, 4 times. So it was
Mhm.
kind of a weird division between us top three teams. But overall, I was happy with the performance. Especially coming off that Fraser Cup loss and, having another solid season and getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you guys are advancing six players onto college next season. What does that mean for you and your organization to be able to help these players achieve that goal?
Well, I mean, it's what it's all about. This is junior hockey, right? Ladder development. It's just the way it is. And at the end of the day, your goal is to move kids on.
Mhm.
That's what junior hockey is. It's to develop players, and sometimes you got to almost put winning aside and make sure you're developing players, and moving them on. So I obviously had a great year 2 years ago, another good year this year. I still got a couple more guys waiting to commit yet, so that list is going to get bigger here in the
Awesome.
next little bit. And but like I said, that we pride ourselves, moving players on, developing players. Like I said, when your owners own an NAHL team in the St. Cloud Norsemen, obviously that's one of the main reasons why we're here is to move some
Mhm.
players on. And at the end of the day, individually for me, it's just great seeing those guys playing college hockey and pulling up box scores, and seeing those guys playing at high end Division 3 schools or ACHA teams. So
Mhm.
that's rewarding for the staff as well.
And I know you said, we're building off of that good season from last year, but what's your biggest goal for this upcoming season?
Well, I think the same thing I think it's our same goal every year is we want to win the West Division and
Hmm.
eventually get to the Fraser Cup. Once you get the taste, it's in your blood and it's in your mouth, and you want to get there every single year. So, that's going to be our main focus right now. I should have a decent amount of veterans back. We did move on a bunch of players, and we
Hmm.
were fairly young last year. We weren't as old as we were 2 years ago. So, the main thing is, um, you know, different landscape of division as well. Obviously, Rochester's out of the division, but we're still playing them.
Hmm.
Obviously a team moving to Blaine, the Wilderness adding a team. So I think our division definitely got tougher. But at the end of the day, is we want to win the West. We want to be the one seed, and obviously get back to the Fraser Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys, I notice, have a bunch of theme nights throughout the year. So kind of talk about what your plans are for those this upcoming season and how cool it is to have the community back you guys with those.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely wonderful when you come skating out and and the players see multiple games over 1,000 fans.
Hmm.
Usually always, great atmosphere. And the rivalries we have, with Granite City just being down the road and Wilmer, and, we've been in the league now for 12 years. So it's the rivalries are really, really intense and fun. We're going to be doing our pink jersey nights, we're doing our military jersey nights, and we have a whole bunch of stuff we're doing. If you watch, we're golfing out on the ice. We got knocker balls. We got a human slingshot. We're giving away cars. We're giving away $10,000. You have that's and it's you got to get if you want to get fans at your games, you got to do other stuff than just hockey.
Right.
You got to entertain, and you got to get people there for different reasons. So it's Brett Meister, who's our business manager, who played for me for 3 years a while back. He's actually
Hmm.
I believe he's our third leading scorer. So we hired him last year. And then John Crouse, my assistant, who played in the NAHL, was the top prospect player in the NAHL, and Brendan Payne was my other assistant coach who played for me as well. We got a great staff here, and we've all been here and done that. And John and I are born and raised in Alexandria and know a lot of people. And
Hmm.
like I said, it's just a great atmosphere, and it's fun, and the players really like it just playing in front of fans.
Yeah.
Um, and like I said, the atmosphere and the things we do things. So we got a ton of stuff planned. We got even, like I said, even bigger and better things planned for this year. Now that Brett's got a year under his belt,
Hmm.
he's got plenty of things. He's got plenty of things up his sleeve, and we're gonna have another great, successful season off the ice or in the stands as well.
Awesome. And then talk about what your players do to give back to the community as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been here for so long and we know so many people. We have multiple events. A lot of stuff. We got teamed up with the United Way and Cub Foods. We do 2 food drives during the year.
Hmm.
Usually one around Thanksgiving and then one at Christmas times. So we're going to we physically actually go down to Cub Foods. We box up groceries, and there's been multiple years where we've actually delivered meals to families who are in need, and we deliver them right to their door. And the players do that, and it's a great experience for the players, just to see that thing and then do those things, and then it boosts their resumes too. You get into school, that's going to help you as well.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that we do. We've dug out fire hydrants. You get, like I said, you get 10, 20 inches of snow, and we get a call, and hey, we're going to go dig out fire hydrants. So if something does
Hmm.
happen, we're going to do that. Um, Not one thing that my players get paid for it, but a lot of my players work at the Compass after school program,
Hmm.
um, where from 2:30 to 5:30, they're going to go over there and watch kindergarten through fifth grades. They do get paid.
Yeah.
It's not technically a volunteer thing, but they are taking time out of their schedule, and they're with young kids, and um, you know, not technically babysitting kids, but they are doing something with the kids. So we're involved with that program as well.
Yeah.
And we're doing stuff all the time, yeah, usually, like I said. But the big thing is, food drives and, thing getting out in the community. We do an adopt a highway. We do help, go help pick ditches and things like that too as well. So it's just nice being a part of the community, and a lot of community stuff around here is myself or John, or we'll just get a phone call and say, hey, can your guys come out and do something? And it's yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
And we talk about that on the radio, and the radio talks about that too. So like I said, we want to get our guys out involved in the community, and it definitely helps. And I think the people, the community realize that too, and say, hey, we're going to go out and support the Blizzard as well.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then you talked about Granite City quite a bit, and you'll kick off this season against them. How excited are you guys to finally get things going?
Yeah, absolutely. It's I know last year, I told Brad Wilner during the scheduling meeting, we played each other so many times at the end of the stretch,
Hmm.
going into the Fraser Cup. We had played each other like 3 times in the regular season, played each other in the playoffs, played each other twice at the Fraser Cup, and I'm like, Brad, I think we need a break from each other. So let's, kind of take a bit of a break. And I don't think we played each other till like November last year or something like that. So,
Hmm.
um, you know, it's going to be tough, but I think that's what everybody wants is, get a Granite City Alexandria kickoff right away. And on the road, we don't have home ice in here till October, so we're always on the road for the
Hmm.
first 5 or 6 games. The guys are going to be excited. We're going to be ready to rock. obviously it's a big rivalry and a big chance to set the tone. Both teams want to set the tone right away for the whole season. Play each other 8 times, so get one out of the way. I think you can set the tone right away too. So it's like I said, get out of the gates and get running, and go take on the multiple time champions.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to see what you do this year in Alexandria.
Awesome, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.